what is up, you guys? WatchMeWatchYou back again with yet another reaction video with my dog sitting up here chilling, cooling like usual, photobombing and shit. I know he's about to do something to piss me off in the next 10 seconds. Probably 10 minutes. Yeah, alright. Anyway, so I want to give you guys something different from the typical videos I've been giving you. So therefore, this is something that no one really even recommended me. I just literally searched it myself. I wanted to react to something that was beyond the ordinary of reacting to a fucking like cheating video or some shit like that. I don't know. I kind of wanted to react to some scary stuff. So we used to do a lot over here, especially because it's pretty dark outside now. So I figure if I drop this sometime when it's late, you know, you guys might fuck with it because you know it's off the scary tip. That being said, this is, if these 13 moments weren't caught on camera, no one would believe it. By interesting facts. So I guess it's a little compilation of a couple videos of just some crazy ish going on. And let's stop talking and get to the reaction. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's get it.
Every day, something strange happens to us. Sometimes it's so frequent or so insignificant that you might not notice it. But some moments are so insane that we need pictures and videos to explain.
Bro, can you imagine like the whole top
down.
of your roof just coming off?
Now, get ready to check
like
out
a tornado
some
or something?
insane
God
moments
damn.
that, if they weren't caught on camera, no one would believe it.
What
You may think a little rain never hurt.
Bro, can you imagine getting crushed like that, dog?
A thunderstorm in Shenyang, China proved otherwise.
That motherfucking lightning bolt like the wing dragon or a rock came down and caused havoc on the city.
Red alert for rainstorms. Despite this warning, no one could have guessed what was going to happen. During rush hour, a bolt of lightning
Bro, what the fuck? That was like some doomsday shit.
Caused chaos. All that citizens heard was a loud bang, and then flames erupted. Several towers were in the fire's
dog,
path,
that is
and
insane.
some people driving near the area almost had their cars burned to a crisp. A few Chinese citizens were able to catch the terrifying moment on camera, taking videos or pictures of the orange flames in the sky. Not only were people shocked to see something so chaotic, but many were amazed when no one was seriously harmed by the explosion. The people of Shenyang must be relieved that lightning never strikes the same place twice.
That's a fact.
In June of 2020, two school teachers were just driving in their car in the
That is scary, dog. Being crushed in the front and from the back, bro.
Themselves being hit from behind by a big, heavy load truck. Their lightweight vehicle shot forward and slammed into a cement truck parked just in front of them that was waiting at a traffic light. The truck that caused the accident kept going though, and the female passengers found themselves in their car stuck
bro, just know
large vehicles.
You're gonna get a huge check.
Almost completely crushed.
Oh my god, dog.
Inside. Both women in the car were miraculously saved from being crushed to death. Not only did they live to tell the tale of the freak accident, but a nearby resident of the city captured the whole.
Bro, they're gonna get like
camera.
5 million each. Like that, accident like that, like 5-10 million
now,
each.
Here's something really
no question
that
asked.
happened in the city of Xi'an in northern China. A surveillance camera on the street captures this dramatic moment when an unsuspecting girl is walking down the street and appears to be talking on her phone and looking across the street when suddenly a section of sidewalk concrete collapses under her feet. As she falls straight down inside a
That was like some Minecraft shit.
It appears she hits her chin as she tries to use
her chin
to stop the fall.
Dang, she had
passing
some
taxi
chin now.
driver sees the whole thing happen and stops his car right in the middle of the street and runs to try and help the girl. He yells down into the hole, but there is no response from the girl. The taxi driver gets into the hole and is clinging to a cable that was buried under the sidewalk. He finds the girl unconscious, but is able to shake her until she comes to. Soon, rescue teams arrive, and we see just how deep the hole is. Fire rescue lowered a ladder down into the hole, and even though the girl was terrified and screaming out of fear, she climbed out. I thought it was like a good, like, our hero taxi driver
2 feet drop. Bro, that shit was like 13 feet.
Monsoon season in India is no joking matter. In the summer of 2020, the people of Mumbai witnessed a rainstorm where almost 8 inches of water poured down in just 4 hours. Not only was it an unbelievable sight, but a record-beating one. The city had not experienced this much rainfall since 2005.
Bro, that's a fucking ocean.
It wreaked havoc on the residents. The train station shut down, and every business in the city of 20 million people closed down. Houses were destroyed in the flood, and citizens found themselves swimming against the raging waters. Over
Dookie, bruh, Dookie water.
Water was recorded, leaving the government forced to evacuate people who lived on lower land.
What the fuck?
Videos of cars nearly submerged in water were captured by locals and news outlets at the time, with people walking through the destruction in an attempt to seek safety. In Alberta, Canada, a convenience store's camera picked up a bizarre attempt by a couple who were trying to evade a police officer as they try to leave the store. After a chase, a police officer pulls out his taser.
Oh, I've seen this. I reacted to this before. It was on this one. It was on the other video I did on my channel.
But then decides he better get
I reacted to this video before.
He goes to lie down on the ground, and it looks like he's caught and he's going to surrender. Nope. It's not going to be that easy with this guy. The man
Why did he just get up like that?
And the girlfriend decides she's going to try and help again. But the boyfriend gets back up and goes for the officer, who tases him and he hits the ground. The girl is now panicking, and a really big guy stops her and won't let her out of the door.
It was interesting.
The camera watches her walk through the store, passing
the
officer and her tased boyfriend on the ground. She disappears.
Effort trying to rob. I don't know what they're doing, but whatever they try to do,
and
this is hilarious.
Door by the big customer and the cop. The back room camera shows the girl hiding and looking for a way to escape. She climbs up what looks like a refrigerator and then...
This is a real-life Bonnie and Clyde, bro. Real-life Bonnie and
Meanwhile,
Clyde.
in front of the store, the struggle continues with the man.
Yo, he's still trying!
He's
Yo!
not going to go down without a fight. But
I don't want to bring race into it, bro. You know damn well this nigga was black, bro. He would've got blasted, nigga. No cap.
Crashing through the floor, bouncing right off a display rack and onto the floor. She jumps up and is now confronted by more police who have arrived with their tasers drawn. Talk about two die-hard criminals.
What were they trying to steal, bro? I hope it really... It must have really mattered.
During the 2020 Atlantic hurricane
Must have really mattered.
a total of 9 tropical
I don't know the
storms
fuck they tried to
hit
take
areas
that.
of the world before the first day of August. The damage done by Hurricane Isaias was one of the most intense moments of the season. Although it started out as a tropical storm, it quickly intensified and was categorized as a hurricane just days after the National Hurricane Center began tracking it. It traveled from the Caribbean islands to Florida and eventually swept across the United States. The damage was the worst in areas like Dominican Republic, where huge trees were knocked down as the rain poured.
Yo, shout out to DR, man. DR
captured videos
was
of
beautiful.
rooftops being completely
And the women,
blown off
too.
houses, leaving people forced to seek shelter elsewhere. Pictures of ruined buildings in Puerto Rico
He said
also
Puerto
came to light
Rico.
during the aftermath of the storm, proving that Hurricane Isaias took out everything in its path.
Unstoppable approach?
Now we head to the skies. An Indonesian plane captain saw his worst nightmares come true in July of 2020. After disregarding go-around suggestions due to poor weather, he and his Trigana Air Service Boeing 737-300F were unable to land safely on the runway at the Wamena Airport. The plane, which was carrying 14 tons of cargo, ended up veering towards the right and skidded across the runway. The main landing gear assemblies collapsed, and the left landing gear was completely ripped off the plane. The left wing was severely damaged during the crash, but the crew, including the 2 captains, made it out unhurt.
That's
The
good.
Indonesian National Transportation Safety Committee opened an investigation into the accident, and unfortunately for the captain, the entire event was recorded on a video camera, which meant there was only one person to blame that day for obliterating the plane and its cargo: the captain. Just a few days before that plane crash, another insane event happened in a southwestern city of China known as Chongqing. Torrential rain is a common occurrence in the area, but the drastic effects of these storms were never captured on camera until now. If you're looking for the grossest water slide of your life, look no further. A resident of a nearby building was able to record a mudslide.
That's me when I'm on the toilet, no
through the
cap.
windows of an
Just
apartment
talking
across
about
the street.
over.
The dark brown
Yeah.
waterfall created even more damage to the already wrecked city. Water built up from the storm and broke apart an expressway that was under construction at the time. Residents of Chongqing were able to capture not only the crazy mudslide on camera, but photographed water 3 feet high that covered the streets. Over 2,000 people fled to emergency shelters due to the flooding, and many houses were destroyed by the storm. The wreckage was unbelievable, and the photographs and videos proved how destructive it really was.
Damn, dude. It's a lot of the city.
Natural disasters are one of the
scariest
things you can
What's scary, y'all? Earthquake, tsunami, or tornado?
To capture video evidence of them safely. In June of 2020, citizens of Mexico recorded the destruction that came from a 7.4 magnitude earthquake. The footage looks like something from a movie.
It really does.
A video of citizens running for their lives as a power line swayed back and forth was put on YouTube. But that was not even close to the craziest thing that the residents captured. Buildings were cracked in half, and ceiling tiles in grocery stores came crashing down. Mexico, especially Oaxaca, is no stranger to the power of
You can see the floor swaying back and forth.
Seismologists have traced the history of earthquakes in Mexico as far back as the 1500s. People back then didn't have the technology to record earthquakes, and they didn't even know why the earth was shaking beneath them. Today, the people of Mexico know exactly what to do when they feel the ground rumble. Find a safe place and pull out a camera. In 2019, citizens in the city of Himachal Pradesh, located in northern India, suffered one of the worst floods ever seen.
Monsoon season
is known to be a dangerous time, but the storm was unbelievable. It swept up everything in its path, including an entire bus. The passengers on the vehicle began to see just how intense the flood really was as they approached the Bees River. The flood had completely swallowed up the surrounding land, making the river much wider and more powerful.
That's a skinny ass bridge, bro. I would be fearing for my life walking across that skinny bridge.
Just
you got all that
later,
oh my
the bus
god!
Flipped upside down and was carried by the raging muddy waters down the stream. A bystander was able to record the whole thing, from the moment the bus fell into the river to it racing down the stream. The rapids moved so quickly that the vehicle was invisible in the distance in just a matter of seconds.
Yo, bubble.
Having an active volcano where you live is definitely terrifying.
Damn,
but the
bro.
people of the Philippines were not afraid enough to leave their cameras behind when
the
they
volcanoes I heard were bad
eruption
too,
in
dog. I heard
January
volcanoes are.
2020. The
If
tall
a volcano
on the
explodes,
island
like
of
Yellowstone,
Luzon,
heard it
south of
explodes, it's the end of the
Manila,
world.
is one of the world's most dangerous volcanoes. Once it released a cloud of ash 9 miles high into the sky, authorities knew bigger trouble was on the way. It had been 40 years since the volcano had spewed lava, which led people to believe that it was about time for another explosion. Everyone in a 10.5-mile radius of the volcano was urged to evacuate and seek shelter outside of the danger zone. Most residents complied with the order, but not before they snapped a few photos of the insane cloud of ash rising into the air in the distance. In the country of Kazakhstan, you have to go where the wind takes you. It's too strong to fight. As seen with the strong gusts that were able to completely blow off the roofs of houses in 2 cities. In March of 2020, videos of houses being demolished by a windstorm were put online. No one could believe it.
That building literally got its wig split.
No rain, no hail, nothing besides some crazy intense gusts of wind. Residents of the buildings ended up being safe, but there was definitely a disaster to clean up after the wind finally died down.
If you live there, can you sue them?
In Dalton and Ashby, 2 cities located in Minnesota, a tornado swallowed up everything in its path, except for people with cameras. The Stovepipe Tornado began swirling across the state in July of 2020. In just a little over an hour, many Minnesota residents were able to capture videos of the powerful spinning twister in action. Some people even posted photographs of the tornado on Twitter from their bedroom windows. No one expected that the tornado was ever going to touch down, but
wow, that's a real picture, bro.
It wiped out everything in its path. Entire farmsteads were lifted into the air. With winds of up to 165 miles per hour, trees were torn from the ground. Everyone reacts to crazy situations differently, but if we saw something like that, our first instinct would be to run, not whip out our phones. What do you think? That's it for our list of the most unbelievable moments caught on camera.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Actually, that's
something
cap.
even more insane than
There's
this
people that
stuff?
literally lost their
Let
lives.
us know in the comments.
And the first thing that people do is whip out their phones to record instead of helping or escaping. This is the day and age we live in. Alright, that's pretty much the video right then. 15 things, I think 13 or 15? 13? 13 moments that weren't caught. If these 13 moments weren't caught on camera, you probably wouldn't believe it. And this is from the YouTuber Interesting Facts. So if you guys want to look more into their stuff, be sure to check out their videos and their channel. That being said, peace, love, and positivity like always, guys. All my social media is in the description box down below, the beginning and the end card of the video, and also all my other channels are also in the description box down below. My main channel, my clothing channel, my reaction channel, and my car channel. That being said, this is WatchMeWatchYou from Real Dream and my dog Pharaoh signing out. We got another video. If you're not following, what are you doing? I'm out. Peace.